Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. So tonight we're gonna do a bit of different stuff in the fact that we're gonna play Animal Crossing first and then we'll do some Pokemon later. Right now we're gonna enjoy and get ready for the Animal Crossing update on the 5th. I'm wicked excited about. So, yeah, let's get into it. Oh no, why is it doing this? It was working before. Where is the bitch? Pardon thy language, but come on. Why is it? My Elgato is not picking up that it's there. Come on. You got this, homeboy. Which one does it plug into again? I haven't had to, deal with this problem in a while. Okay, let's try it again. Come on. It's glowing red. That means it's not connected. Why? Why you gotta do this to me, homeboy? There we go. I just saw it did the white little light flashies. Alright, Serge. Well, thank you for stopping by, though. Hopefully we'll see you later. Okay. It is still not doing it. This is a dilemma. Why is it being this way? Is it not working console end or... Alright, let's try this one more time. It's flashing red on me. It's not saying... Gotcha, dude. The Elgato USB 3 required for this. Is it saying I have to get a new thing now? What the hey? Okay, that's wrong. Plug. So it's this one. I'm gonna unplug it. Required for this device. Okay, hopefully this is. You can see it's thinking. I plugged it in. It's plugged. Is it not gonna let me do this? USB 3 required for this device. Okay. Why is it pulling this drama with me? This is like the USB that I've had since I got the device. So it should be working. Please. I selected a capture device. It's selected. Oh, it's gonna be one of these nights, eh? Properties. Where is it? Why is it doing this? This is it. This. Ah! Do I have to make a new... Do I have to make a new capture device? That's not it. Where is it? Oof, this is a rough stream. We're starting it off very rough. Very frustrating. I don't know why it's doing this tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. So, okay, so this thing used to work. I'm gonna... My sanity is leaving me, I think. It's plugged in to the thing. So it doesn't recognize it on that port. When it did before, like it... So it's not picking it up there. But it picks it up here. And you see it does the changey thing. So hold E. Come on. So it did the white flashy thing just then. No, it's not doing the white flashy thing. It does it when I unplug it for some reason. Elgato. You plugged in! Come on! What is this BS tonight? I thought everything was fine. I thought it was working. But sorry, computer, do your thing. Work pretty please. Okay, anybody got any recommendations? How to fix this thingamabobbler? Because it normally works. I have it set up exactly how I normally have it set up. And USB 3 required for this device. Don't understand what that means. I don't get it. Sorry about this, guys. There's no other... I have one selected. It's there. Elgato. What is your damage tonight? It did the thing. So it's saying it's connected to my computer. Okay. Hopefully I'll have this fixed by the time you get back. E. Also, that noise you just heard of that was just me blowing a candle out because I had one going in my room. Okay, I don't understand why it's doing this to me tonight. I'm really sorry, guys. Again. No, I want it. What type of source are you? I gotta remember. And okay. I'm gonna get rid of that because it's still doing the same thing. This is problem. Go look it up real quick. Okay. I'm going to look at a quick video real quick. Hopefully this will tell me what I need to know. Okay, cool. Nice to meet. There's a guy named Jeff. Okay, I got the doc. Hold on. I'm gonna... I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on stream because it's someone else's video on YouTube. Well, guess what's his face? What the hell is it? Charlie or Moist Critical or whatever. Like, he does YouTube nights, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. Okay. I got this stuff set up. A capture device has been selected. It's selected and it's on here and it's supposed to be connected to my computer, so stop lying to me. Okay. It's telling me how to connect like physically connect it. Yes, that's connected. Okay, this is literally connected up. I don't understand why it's saying you need a UBS 3. Because I have that. UBS 3 required for this device. I'm so frustrated right now. This works. This normally works. Like, literally all I did was plug it in tonight, guys. Maybe I have to try... Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe they changed the ports that you need to plug shit into. I plugged it into a USB 3 port. Plug, I guess, this other thing in there. And it is a selected thing already. That is not what I want to look at. Okay. Let's try plugging it in again. It was, there we go, it's flashing white now. Why is it doing this to me? Literally. Add source. Create a new one. This. Why? I'm so mad, guys. I'm so sorry about all of this. Because it's picking it up when I have it plugged into its normal port. But when I plug it into the port that it says to plug it into, which is the USB 3, which all my things on one of my things is, it's saying that it can't find it. And it's saying select a capture device. Oh, this is gonna make me mad. I have selected the device. I'm looking at the properties. This is the thing. Why is it not showing up? Okay. Already got that. Here we go. I already know how to set it up. So I might have to just delete it. Cancel. I'm moving it. We're gonna have to make a new one. It's looking like. Add source. Why is it doing this? Do I need to update the software or some shit like that? Will OBS pick it up? Will I have to switch from streaming from Streamlabs tonight? Who freaking knows? Only God does, if God exists. OBS is not picking it up either. So it may be just my computer being a brat. Why are you freaking out, computer? How do I find it on here? This is the issue with having a Mac. For gaming and everything, everyone is like, oh, they gotta have a PC because PCs are the best for gaming. But when you have a Mac and you're looking to solve these problems, there are never any videos on how to solve these problems. And it makes me want to scream so bad right now. There's a new 2021. So that's close enough for me right now. Okay. I'm gonna speak. Okay, stop talking. I just need. I just need to get to the part. Okay, how do I fix computer? How do I just want to scream tonight, guys. I'm like, this is gonna be very frustrating if I have to like end the stream because it won't let me do this. Oh. Hi, welcome to the stream that I've been trying to start for the last 20 minutes. So, we started the stream, gonna play Animal Crossing. Then my Elgato decided that it doesn't want to connect. And so, we're doing a little bit of problem solving right now. And I'm on a Mac too, so it makes it even harder. I have everything plugged in right. I'm looking at all the stuff. And you want to know the best part about streaming on certain Macs? USB-C ports. And having to buy these things that everyone calls dongles to plug into it. And then sometimes the USB ports in the dongles like to break. And I think that's what's going on right now. MacBook Pro. And I've been looking it up online and for the last 20 minutes and it's just not connecting. It sucks. I've run into like stuff like this before. And also welcome to the stream. I think I already welcomed you, but I'm losing my sanity with this right now. Like, I unplug it, plug it into a different source, the OBS link will pick it up, and then scream at me and say, you need a USB 3 to do this. And I'm like, I have that. It's plugged in. I would appreciate that so much right now. And then we can do some Animal Crossing. I've unplugged my Elgato multiple times, plugged it back in. It'll flash its white color saying like, yo, you're fine. And as you can see on the screen right now, it's saying you need a USB 3 to connect. And it is plugged into one of those because it's picking it up. And then I plug it into one of the other USB 3 ports that I have. And it doesn't pick it up. I've even unplugged the dongles. I've plugged the dongles back in. I've switched which dongle is in which port. I've moved my USB cords around. I've unplugged everything tonight. And maybe if I switch it with my mic, it might work. So I'm gonna cut out for a second. Okay, there we go. So I switched them. That didn't work. The other dongle I have is a USB 3. And I plugged it in. It did the white flashy thing. God dang it. And it's telling me to select a capture device. Go into properties, and it only comes up with one. I think I might have to go into my settings to find it. But with Mac, it doesn't like to show you where it is. Is it because my Mac needs to be updated? That might be the issue. Is it because it's not plugged into the computer or the screen right? Well, it's almost 6:30. You mean to like the Elgato, or do you mean the computer? Because if it's the computer, we're gonna have to stop the stream for a bit because my computer takes forever to update sometimes. And I really don't want to restart the computer right now. If any updates currently? I already have that. I'm gonna do. Oh, something's going on. Yes, there is an OBS update. That's why it's losing its freaking shit. Maybe it'll work. If it doesn't connect after I update the OBS software on my computer, then we're gonna just play some computer games. I have like Slime Rancher, and we can play that and see all the cute slimes. Also, I would have cat cam turned on because normally I have cat cam on, but my cat's decided he'd much rather sleep on my warm bed that has the heated blanket on it than sleep on his cat tree where cat cam is faced. It's trying to update. So how's everybody else's night going? Hopefully better than mine with the freaking Elgato throwing a tantrum. Oh, thank God. Hopefully that means that this will fix this, and I won't have to continue to panic and scramble. I'm also just gonna like scan my computer. I have this software that's just gonna make sure that nothing else is going on. It says it's updated now, so maybe if I try unplugging and plugging the capture card in it one more time, maybe it'll pick it up. Come on, pretty please. No. Okay. Let's try plugging it into the same place again. still giving me the USB 3 thing. Dang it. Well, looks like we might just be playing some good old Slime Rancher tonight, guys. And it'll probably be a little bit laggy. I'm gonna start setting that up then. I should definitely change the thing. I'll have to fix this some other night and not tonight. So that should be updated now. Why did it sign me out, Steam? I don't remember my password either. Hold on. I think I have it saved somewhere. I just gotta look for it. Tonight is just deciding to be filled with chaos. It's not saved there. I'm gonna quickly do a thing. Okay. Yes, it is. Maybe tonight will work. Maybe we won't have chaos. Copy code. No. Oh, I'm doing a thing. I'm just gonna reset the password quick. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry it's taking me so long to do this. Okay. It's gonna log me in now. Oh, it's doing the thing. We're gonna switch to the computer games thing. So you can see my cute background, at least it's of Pokemon. Because I'm a freaking Pokemon nerd. And the game is not on the screen yet because it likes to pop up on my main computer screen, not on my monitor for some reason. So I gotta do this whole thing to get it to switch screens. Hey, I'm gonna say this though. At least tomorrow is whatchamacallit, is the spooky day, the spookiest of spooks, the Hallows Eve. I'm actually really excited for it. Like, I've loved Halloween since growing up. Unfortunately, being college students starting at new college, don't really have any strong friendships yet, so I'm gonna probably be at home. Just, you guys can hear it, I hope. Oh god, I forgot how laggy it gets. Where's the options? There we go. But I'll probably be home just vibing. Come on, there we go. It's lying to me. Okay, now you guys can see how small it gets. It thinks that it's this big. And now I have to close the options and open it again because it's on a different screen. Scroll all the way down, hit apply, hit OK, or at least try to hit OK before the custom settings button disappears. Alright. And I'm gonna make it go full screen. And hit OK. Alright. So I guess it's Slime Rancher tonight. Good thing we had a backup. And on Friday, I do plan to play Animal Crossing on stream. Because that's when the update comes out. And I know 7,000 other people will be playing as well. But I just gotta... There we go. We're gonna hit continue. Because we had a game going before. It's been several months since we've played this. But yeah. Also, Red Falcon, thank you for trying to help me figure this out. I much appreciate it. It just, guess it wasn't a match made in heaven tonight with this jazz. Okay, come on. Oh no, game froze, which caused computer to freeze. Okay, where is mouse? Okay, so it dragged my mouse, it summoned my mouse back over to the screen. It doesn't like when I'm trying to mess around on other screens with it. But yes, as I said before, normally I have cat cam, but tonight, Lei Chong decided he'd much rather sleep on the cozy bed. But I will send pictures to my Twitter so y'all can see the cuteness. And my Twitter's literally basically the same as my Twitch, but cut the Ella off of the end of it because Twitter's mean and doesn't let me have... Oh god! I was getting dervishes. I forgot about that. Move forward. Give me Dervish Boy. Okay, I forgot that we were in the dangerous desert. So I'm gonna hit escape. That scared me. That is... If y'all don't know what this place is where there's literal fire storms. Yes. That's a quick tweet. So sent that out, so y'all should be able to see what the chunk is doing. I tried to be a silly person. So now we have 2 of the chicken thingies. Okay, I want to actually see if I have any teleport pads, because I don't know if I do. Yeah. Come on. Need to activate. Go to warp tech. I don't have it. That's fantastic. So that's a regular chickadoo. Boom. Adios. See you later, little guy. You fancy boy. You are fancy pants. Look at him. Give me the fancy boy. Another fancy boy. You're mine. So many fancy boys. Come here, other third fancy boy. Okay, we need to get water to this area. And I'm trying to remember where the fountains are. There's giant dirt tangle slime. Give me. Become my friend, little fella. Okay, where is it? Oh, yes, a map. Thank God. I forgot I had not gotten the map to this area yet. Escape. Alright. I don't have any more keys currently. This kind of bums me out. It is not in here. And you're timed with the water stuff. Okay, great. I'm gonna have to run all the way back, aren't I? And go and fight. Actually, if I can go back, find my way back home, I can... No, because this one gives me a portal. This one doesn't give me a key. Is this Danger Slime area? No, this is not Danger Boy area. The Rock Boys are over here. The Grumpy Rock... Well, they're not really grumpy right now. If I can get myself up there, I can at least unlock... Ooh, there's a thing. Present! It's a... Oh, I tried to... I was hitting shift on my computer to do the Minecraft dance thing. The crouch, but nah, I didn't want to do that. So it tried to make me run. So I know there's a fountain up there. But I just gotta remember how to... And we piecing. My life is not worth it right now. I got some good shiz on me. Some good stuff. Get me out of here. Please and a thank you. Like I said, we don't need to deal with the fire boys. Alright. We can go throw this jack-o'-lantern somewhere up out there. I'm trying to remember, because I also have Slime Rancher for my Switch, and I've been playing a lot on that, like just personally. So I don't remember where this one is. What? So I don't have any other teleport pads. I walked all the way out here. This should just teleport me back home. Oh God. Okay. What do I have unlocked on here? I cannot remember for the life of me. Over here is unlocked. So we can go throw the chickens in here and get these painted hens bred. But I don't have a corral that I could do that for. Coop. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna throw that there for right now. Adios. Arrivederci. My favorite thing to say in this game. And we're just gonna hold on to the dervish slimes for a second. Rooster boys. Now make the babies so I can feed them to the tangled slime. I don't remember. I don't have a lot. Oh god, do I have to feed y'all? Are you hungry? Y'all don't look hungry. Ow! So I do have a slime. We got some honey booms. Right? What do you call them? Honey booms. Some pink boys. Pink hunters. Hell to the yeah. So that does mean we have science area unlocked on this, which is good. We do not have that unlocked though. The decorations collector. So I'm just gonna stick that bad boy there. So once again, sorry this stream has not gone exactly the way that I planned it to go. But at least we're playing with the cute cuties, the little adorable boyos. I gotta remember where the freaking where did I put the b-boy? Where is the oh, you here. 5. Eat some water on you so you don't die on me, or the battery doesn't go out on me at least. Alright, let's go. I got some okas and some mint mangoes. You need the mint mangoes bad. We're gonna turn that down to 1. Just for food safety purposes. You're full on this jazz, so we will just give you the excess. Oh wait, you got a lot of excess in there. I know pink plorts in this game, they're like the basic starter plorts, so they're not going to give me a lot of money, but that's okay. That's just Jim Dandy. We will they give me some money, so that always helps. We just vibing. Just gonna vibe and try and not scream. The little cute boys who are too blushy to make plorts right now, which is okay. Because once I don't think I have the lower pond area unlocked, because that's the only reason why I'd keep these guys up here. Okay. Wait. We're gonna eat those in there. Do I really not have? Okay. What power? For some reason, I always like to put the rad slimes in the corner over here where I can easily get radiation sickness from them. I don't know why I like putting them in this corner, but in every game I've ever done, I put them over here. I'm like, let's just yeet them in a corner where I'm just going to make myself sick. And normally I do rad tabbies, but right now crystal rads, rad crystals, like, they're the best bet for this situation. So I'm going gonna go see if I've actually unlocked this area back here. So I should be able to, yep. Oh, and there are these guys with the pink plorts and the rock plorts. Perfect. And I can quickly fill up their tanks so then they get like lots and lots of foods. Oh, I am full. There we go, there's 15 there. Maybe I can make more honey plorts in a second. Ah! I know this isn't my usual jazz, but that's okay. Oh, we got this. My usual shenanigans. So I appreciate everybody who's sticking around. I know I'm more known for Pokemon at this point than Slime Rancher or anything else, but that's okay. I love this game too, and like we did the best we could with figuring out like the OBS, and I'm honestly thinking that it's a computer update and maybe I have to delete a bunch of stuff off my computer. I've recently had to do a lot of like stuff for school, so I have a lot of like art saved on my computer for that, because since I'm a graphic design major, let's just say my art files can get very big, and I have more references for art stuff on my computer than I would care to say. So give me these pink plorts. Go right into whatchamacallit. They go into that thing. The slime science machine that uses the plorts, which is technically slime poo. It is the slime poo poo. So yeah. I'll say this. One thing about Slime Rancher that I freaking love is that when you're aimed at a machine and you're putting plorts into it, it slowly speeds up. So, like, if you want to shoot one or two, like, you can do that, and it's gonna go slow. But if you hold down, it'll, like, auto-fire it in. And you guys just saw it. It sped up like crazy. And I love that. That made me so happy. So I have 2 quantum plorts. That means I gotta go talk to those guys. But I need to see. Oh, these are the things. So what extra? Oh, I gotta get Brad plorts in there. Okay. So this is why I forgot I need to upgrade tech before, like, being crazy. Yes, okay. Oof. We have so much maintenance to do. We left for so long and went to the fire desert, the glass desert, which I love how they made the giant fire spikes kind of like the unspoken reason to why There's giant, like, glass. I guess. I don't know. No, 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 come back. When these guys get hungry, they teleport out of their container, which is very dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them in here now. Oh, thank Jeebum Kringle. They now have food, so now they will not escape. You just saw that guy outside. They will do that. These guys are trouble. The quantum slimes are trouble. And they will literally teleport outside their containers to get food. Oh no, these guys like odd onions. I forgot about that. No, I just sucked those up because I didn't want to give him those. Dang it. We're just going to throw all these carrots in there, though, so then they don't starve. So many plorts, hell yeah. Oh god, that was some spooky lag. So what I'm going to do is throw all of these. We're not going to be buying anything for a bit, I guess, now. We're just going to be yeeting stuff in here. To try and get as much stuff in here as we possibly can so we can make all the items. Because that's what we gotta do. We gotta do that. We gotta get these boys situated. And I kind of need to go and make... I know what tabbies like. They like the stony hens. I think those are their favorites. But what are your favorites? Phosphorus. I always forget what button it is for Slimepedia on here. Slimes. They like the cube berries. I don't have cube berries going anywhere right now. I guess I could give them mint mangoes for the moment. I'll throw the rest of these in here. Look at them. They're little angel cats. It's so cute. Okay, there's that. I just launched one when I went to hit E. Ooh. Okay. And this is what I mean when I say, look at the radiation, boys. There. Water negates the effect, which is good though. Which is like a clever feature. I like this game because the creators of it were very smart with the design. You know, I don't want to get money from it. I also need to make portals. Should be able to make... I could make that, but I need deep brine and hexcomb. Oh, my friend sent me an email, which I will check after. Do I have any? Oh, did I only put them? Why did I only put them out there? That was dumb. So I do need to make some drill thingies to do the drilling. Perfect, that should be a good amount. And we're just going to continue to carry these dervish slimes around for a bit. I do not have a corral for them set up, which was a mistake on my part, but that's okay. Install. We're just going to install... I forgot that it's the pumps that pull up the brine, not the drills. And we're going to run all the way to the mossy blanket. Because I can. And I'm going to do this quickly. I have 14 energy. Woot woot. Yes. I can unlock the treasure cracker, but I don't want to right now. I'm gonna dodge and stand halfway on this bridge. Let my stamina come back because this is danger zone. Population, those things. Which are giant phosphor slimes that want to mess you up and hurt you. Because they're like, oh, we're angry and we want food. Oh, it went boom. Okay, so that one's dead. are you? Are you blue? Can't tell. Okay, that's better. I can tell now. There, adios. I don't even have like a thing. Lots of apiary. I'm gonna leave these wind bottle things here. So I only have apiaries left over here. Alright, good to know. So I'll have to wait for those to harvest the brine, which will be like 11 minutes. So we will run out of stamina. Good thing I wasn't flying over the water or something. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Alright, be back. It's gonna do this thing where it cuts out for a second. It likes to do that for some reason on my computer. Do I want to go any further and risk summoning them? Or wait till the sun comes out and they stop spawning? Because they don't spawn during the day. Oh, they're already spawned in because I already ran through here, so. There were tars. You can hear the tar music. Okay, now we're safely back here. I know we got to the glass desert and I wanted to do more stuff there, but like we gotta upgrade our resources first, like our stuff to make it easier. Alright, I will be right back, guys. I have to run to the bathroom quick. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry about that. But when nature calls, you gotta go, or else danger. That's all I'm saying. Also, I found out my stepdad got us pizza. So I went and grabbed some of that. Pizza time. Kind of. Okay. We were going over here to do this. I should probably make an area though for him, for these dervishes, so that I can have full access to everything. That's one thing I didn't find was the prickly pears, which is their normal food source. In all honesty, I may just forget why I needed the dervish slime so bad, but that's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. And I like fruit because the prickly pears are fruit. So I'm going to go see if I have this area over here unlocked. Because if not, we're going to try and get that unlocked. Maybe. If this area is not unlocked, we're going to have to eat the dervish slimes. Oh wait, we have enough. Hell yeah. But I now do not have enough for an enclosure for them, so I'm going to have to go and buy some. I'm going to stop for a second to munch on some pizza. Some good pizza there. Nom 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 nom. Perfect. We will sell these and get some money for it. Perfect. Now off we go. E. I think the little, like, ambiance bird aesthetic things that they have. I can throw the water slimes there now. Hell yeah. Corral. E. High walls. Airnet. Auto feeder. And music box we'll buy. Just so they stay fed. We want slowest setting. And we'll throw the rest of those in there. Just while I'm down here, I'll also collect these plorts. There we go. And there's a duck toy in there, so they'll chill out when I put the cute little ponds, the water slimes. They're mostly water and adorable, and I love them. They are by far my favorite toys in this thing. I wish I had a plushie of them. Like a big, squishy, like sit in your lap plushie. That'd be really cute. Oh my god. I also just realized, okay, I don't know if anybody else likes SCPs and stuff, but they kind of remind me, if you do know what SCP this is, SCP-999, the Cuddle, or other known as the Cuddle Monster, which is the little orange slime that, like, when you're around it decreases depression and stuff like that, and it's adorable. And that's what water slimes remind me of. The fire slimes are more closer because 999 is a little orange slime ball, but he's adorable, and I would love to in real life have it. And I'm gonna actually show you guys the closest thing to that I can find in real life. Actually, it's not loading, so never mind. But there's this photo of a Scottish Fold Munchkin cat. That's head is like squished really close to its shoulders, and it just looks like it has a fat, wrinkly neck, and it's the cutest thing. And that gives my brain so much serotonin and dopamine just staring at that photo. I mentioned it last stream, and so, like, if y'all have not seen Scottish Fold, like, Munchkin cats, look them up. Like, I'll say this, I do not support, like, breeding animals to be like that, like Munchkin cats, like they're really cute, and, like, I would love to have one, but I don't want to support, like, breeding cats that have short legs, because it makes me feel like they could have an increased chance for arthritis, because there's a bunch of things that cats can get arthritis from. Declawing your cats gives them arthritis, because you're cutting off. So if you look at your hand, it's like if you were to cut off the part of your finger, the final joint in your finger that has your fingernail on it. That's what you're doing to a cat when you declaw them. So, little PSA, I'm going to do it right now. If you have a cat and it has claw problems, do not declaw them. I don't care if this cat is scratching you or not. Like, don't do it. It's only going to make it worse, because they're going to get arthritis. They have a very, very, very high chance of getting arthritis, which will make them even more aggressive, and you are taking away their first line of defense. So after you take their claws away, they will use their mouths. They will bite. They will be more bitey, and that will mean, this is like if you have an aggressive cat and you're, like, having to like, you're getting rid of the claws to solve the aggressive problem, or you don't like it scratching your furniture. Like, you chose to have a cat. Like, you're gonna have to deal with scratching and stuff. Like, get them scratching posts and stuff. Get them catnip. Get, like, anti-scratch tape or something. Like, and if you've done everything else, that's unfortunate, but never take a cat's claws away. Not a good plan, ever. Because you wouldn't like it if someone decided to take your fingertips because you had long nails and decided that you wanted to scratch something to shorten said nails. Because that's what cats are doing when they're clawing. They're sharpening and also, like, trimming their nails. That's the way they trim their nails. Like, their nails, like, peel, or whatever. It's kind of weird. They're like flaky. And so there's peel in a weird way. So, yeah. How did I get on the topic of don't declaw your cats? I was talking about the Scottish Fold, and because it gave me serotonin, and I didn't want Munchkin cat because arthritis. I'm trying to map it out, and it's not gonna be very obvious. Let's just go with ADHD brain decided that it was time to talk about obscure subject that I know a lot about because I watched a lot of YouTube videos, which does not mean I'm an expert, but like if it's been found that declawing your cats like increases their chance to get arthritis by a lot, like I'm not like you chose the small animal that wants to bite. That just sounds really mean, me saying that. So ignore me now. I'm just rambling on now about randomness. Okay. Where are we at now? Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get more money. More of the monies. Dang, it's only like 7:30. It's earlier than I thought it was. Also, y'all, it has become the season where it's so cold, or at least I'm so cold that I am going to have to turn on my I forget what it's called. I have like a little heater that I turn on because like I just get really cold. Like I have heat in my house, like, but I get so cold so easily that like space heater. That's what it is. I need a space heater just to keep me warm. And I'm like my computer is also like right in front of the house. My house's radiator, which the heat is not on. I can feel it with my foot. The radiator is not hot in my room. Just chug some water. But yeah. That's freaking whack. But whatever. I guess. Everybody, I'm gonna also say this. Everyone always has that joke about how their dad's like watching the radiator and is like, no, you will not touch the radiator. Like, no, don't. Bad child. That's my mom. My mom, like, if it's cold, she's like, turn the heat on. Or if in the summer when it's hot, she's like, turn the AC on. But like, but it's only when she's cold or warm, or when my stepdad is. Because, yeah, and my stepdad is just warm all the time. And it's like, no, the rest of us get really cold, you know. And he's like, okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is my house always feels cold to me. I'm always freezing. because genetics for my mother. But also, I was just trying to say, whatchamacallit? God dang it. Also trying to say, I find it funny that my mom is the person who is like in control of the heat, and she's like you sleep. There's also a couple things that are good about like cold. Like you sleep better when it's cooler. Like it's just a natural like thing. Like if you sleep better when it's cooler, because it forget why, but it's got to do with something sciencey. But like I guess there's studies or something about it. I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly, but my brain's very tired. I've been up since really early this morning because, well, not as early as I used to have to get up, because I work like Saturdays. I used to work from 5 in the morning to noon, but my store, the place I work, has changed to new winter hours, so we don't open till like 7 o'clock on Saturdays, so I have to be there for 6 instead, which is much better than having to get up at 4:30 in the morning to be there for 5. I have to get up at 5:30 to be there for 6. Yeah, it's kind of funny though, because this morning I show up, and because we've had our hours changed, the people who do show up, like the 5 or 6 people who do show up like right before it turns like 7 o'clock in the morning, were like knocking on the window, and my boss had to like walk out there and be like, yeah, no, we're not opening till like 7, so they had to leave. And part of me was like, ha, you don't get to get your breakfast, serves you right for not reading the sign. And the other part of me was like, I feel bad that we've kind of inconvenienced them by changing our hours, but like we don't make enough money with the extra hour in the morning because only a few people come in. Like that's not enough. Like if we had like 15 to 20 people come in, like right when we would open at like 6 in the morning, like we do in the summer, like it would totally be worth like opening that early on Saturdays. But in the winter we just don't get that, and it's really quiet for like the first hour. So yeah, I'm tired, but I guess technically a little less tired than I would normally be. Yeah. Gonna eat all these in there. Now I gotta run it in here. Come here, odd onion. Okay, this is gonna also sound weird, but growing up, I loved onions. Like, I still love onions in like food and stuff. Like, if it has onions in it, except for caramelized onions, those are kind of gross, in my opinion. But, if it has onions in it, raw onions, I'll eat it. I'll munch it down. I love that stuff. So the odd onions in this game, I'm like, it's this weird subconscious thing that I do, where I will associate different things as me. This is mine. This is me. And I see myself as an odd, like I see an odd onion, and I'm like, oh, there's me. I'm odd, and I like onions, so I'm that. That's what I am. So I guess this is leading up to my question. In Slime Rancher, what object are you? I'm not asking what slime you are, but what object would you be in Slime Rancher? Like, what type of floor, what type of vegetable, what type of fruit, like, what type of chicken, like, what resource would you be in this game? What resource would you want to represent you? I would do Autumn all the way. Because I'm a weird nerd that way. Alright, so we got this stuff going. Yee. Yee. Also, I'm thinking of maybe sometime. I'm thinking of doing a drawing stream sometime soon, because I'm an artist and I need to flex those muscles at some point. I'm trying to determine a day that would be the best for me just to do like a drawing stream, because I wanna up how often I stream. Like, try and do it 2 times a week, because I've been promising for like the last several months to do 2 streams a week, and just have not been able to figure out a day and time, because my schedule keeps changing, or it's changed because 1, because of school, and 2, because of work, and most of all, which is number 1, which is school. But yeah, it's the B-boy. I was trying to do the Minecraft thing. I wish they had a form of crouch in this. What am I trying to get? I was gonna get money. I need to. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go back to the moss. I need to go out here and see if I got any brine from the Dancy Boys. Nope. No brine here. 1 brine. Magma. Some more brine. Cool. I will come back for that thing. But right now, you gotta go eat this brine in there. For, I think, the teleport pad. Because that's what I'm trying to get. Because it'll make it easier to get across the map and stuff. If I at least get 1. Yeah, I need 2 more brine and 1 hex comb. So that means I have to go back to the place with the thing. Oh. Did I forget to... I forgot to add that thing. we go. I've added the thing. There we go. I added the thing. You guys can now see the views. Which I'm weird and I like that. Also, you can see me turning on and off the house symbol. You can do that with R in this game. At least I have it set to R. And so I'm pretty sure is the default. I should just check the thing. Cassie! Alright, I'm gonna read this. Cassie, thanks me. I never knew you felt that way. I pictured you out there on safari, avoiding clutches of lions on the savannah, riding elephants across raging rivers, and then as you sit under the stars at night, your weathered hand opens up a locket and there's a picture of me inside, and your loyal chimpanzee companion gives you a somber, knowing look. Is that accurate? Haha. Well, for what it's worth, I miss you too. When I was in LA, ugh, that bar was just awful, but at least I got some stage time, Cassie. The chimp's name is Colonel Bananas. I love that. Oh yeah, so we have the toy thing now. Ooh. Ooh, we need to upgrade to this to get the market link. Okay. Oh, I gotta get... Do I have any food on reserve? Some onions. I'm looking more for fruit. I have 1 cube berry. Well, looks like we're doing a cube berry. Because those Jervis slimes are probably very hungry right now. So that means there will potentially be tornadoes. Wait, I have 1 berry seed over here. Yes. Sterling chicken, get back in there. How are you guys out of the corral? How? How? I have high walls and everything. Don't understand you, escape. No. Ragu chicken. At least we have some pongo fruit that I can, or pogo fruit that I can give them to quell them from rage. Because if there's 5 freaking tornadoes down here, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. There's 5 of these little suckers. I'm gonna eat some pogo fruit in there for now. Oh yeah, I forgot there's no auto collector. I don't have the money for that, so there we go. We'll grow some of that. Hit this E button. And we're off. Have you guys made any ports? Nope, because you're too close together because you got not enough duckies. The more ducks you have in with them, the more, whatchamacallit, the more likely you will I'm blanking. The more likely they'll not be shy and they'll do things. Yes, those are the words that I wanted to say. $99, give me perfect. I'm gonna quickly run and get some water, guys. Carrying that. Here's a photo of Pork that y'all can enjoy. He's having an existential crisis in this photo. I will be right back. We back. I just need some water real bad. Oof. I got the spicy water. The seltzer water, as everyone likes to call seltzer, is spicy water. Now, you know that TikTok trend where it's like, show me the video that lives rent free in your head or whatever. It's the sound, but except for me, it's a sound effect. It's the why is it spicy? I'm not gonna try and do the voice because that just hearing that sound hurts my throat. All of the what video or what thing lives in your head clips. Those are the ones that live rent free in my head. I'm like, damn. The clip that lives in my head the most is it's for real estate. And the Baltimore car commercial that I think is a Tim and Eric skit. And I'm just listing all the things that just pop in my head randomly. And let's be the fork in the garbage to spoil. Ding 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 ding. That meme thing. It makes me laugh so hard. Because that's just how ADHD brain works. ADHD, bitches. Except, I'm not hyperactive. Okay, what am I doing now? This is called the space brain part of ADHD, where I was just doing a thing, walked away, and forgot. I could be going senile. But I'm not that old, so I shouldn't be going senile. Hold on, brain. You can piece this together. Why is there two reds? Or did I try to make it orange? No. Brain will work. was making money so I can go and update the farm field thing, so then they can get more plurts to throw in the thing. And I'm going to the moss blanket now that it's daytime. So I'll need to hop through that portal to get over towards the pathway. But I'm gonna wait till it's actually like sunny out to do that. Like sunshine is out. Yes, and escape. I was also gonna get that thing. Another duck for these guys over here. But I think I'm going to hold off on that because I don't need that as much as I need the other things. Yeah. Like I said, guys, I'm very tired and glad to be home. Today, and I guess it was more yesterday. It was a very long day of work. Today was actually, like, the easiest it's been in a while. Not because, because it was busy or not busy. Like, I can handle busy. It's just depending on what coworkers are with me when it is busy and or not busy. Will really depend on, like, how well it goes. Sometimes there are just coworkers that are very difficult to work with. They're not, like, I'm never going to say my coworkers are bad people, because none of them are bad people. Like, it's very hard for me to, like, call someone a bad person. A lot of people have had, like, a lot of crazy stuff happen to them, and sometimes people's behaviors are a result of the crazy stuff that's happened to them. It just all depends on how they bounce back from said crazy things. Like, if they let it be their excuse for why they're not doing something right. Like, if they let the bad things that's happened to them completely define them, and they don't get up and try, like, at a certain point, like, you can't let the bad things that's happened to you in your past rule your life, because that's when you're just doing nothing but living in misery and fear, and it's just not good. And yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is I have a difficult coworker who makes a lot of excuses for why she's not doing things right. And if it was just her making excuses about that, in all honesty, like, it probably wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, okay, like, whatever, this, like, you've had a hard life, like, I get it. Like, I get the behavioral stuff. But the moment she started throwing me under the bus for shit, that's when I'm like, nope, I don't care anymore. I don't like you for doing that. Like, make excuses all you want, but the moment you start throwing your coworkers under the bus, that's when you know, like, you should, like, kind of recognize, hey, these people who are, like, trying to, like, at my job is tough. I work in food service and also customer service at the same time. Like, I have to make breakfast sandwiches while having conversations with customers. I have to make lunch sandwiches and, like, restock the shelves and watch the coffee and prepare my state, like, prep the station, like the lunch station for lunchtime, on top of doing my breakfast duties, and on top of cashing people out at the cash register. And so my job involves doing that, being able to multitask really well. And I understand some people just aren't able to do that, and it gets really hard, or it's a challenge to do that. But it just frustrated me so much with this person. Like, this is also, I'm gonna say this, since I'm an art major, I make hard critiques. I have to be able to do that in my field in order, and I only do it because I want people to get better. I never do it to, like, try and hurt someone. So, like, I will tell, like, my coworker, like, hey, you need to be doing this. Or I'll be working on something and she'll try and take over for me and, like, stop doing what she was supposed to be doing to come and take over and help me out. And I'm like, I get you're trying to help me, but the best way you can help me right now is finish your task. I haven't verbally said that, but I've said, I'm doing this right now. I got this. Do what you were doing. Like it's just, I'm gonna stop ranting now, because I know I just sound like a mean, nasty person, and I'm not trying to come off that way. I'm just trying to explain my frustrations with the world. And, like, I try and look at things at all angles, and that's why I keep reiterating, like, I understand she's had a hard life, this coworker of mine, and, like I am willing to accept the fact that it affects how she behaves, and, like, it has clearly affected her in a lot of different ways. But she's also not realizing that by letting her past affect her in the way it has, it's affecting her job, and if she lets it affect her job and how she works, she could get fired. Not saying she is or anything, but, like, if she can't step it up and move past it, her life's gonna be way harder. And I really hope I hope she can, like, overcome, like, what's affecting her. Like, and I'm not perfect either. I know I let certain things in my life, like, control me ridiculously. Like, my anxiety oftentimes keeps me from going out, or like having certain levels of trust with people who I've just met. Like, I have a hard time trusting people sometimes. Like, just not knowing if, like, oh, I don't know if I can trust this human being that I just met and who seems really nice and friendly. Like, because in my past, that means that they're trying to use me for something. And so I will put up a wall until, like, I've been able to figure it out. Which isn't always good. Like, it's not good a lot of the time. Like, it takes me a while to make friends. Like, or make friends that I know I can really trust. Like some of my friends I have now, like, it's taken me a year to feel like, oh, hey, I know I've known these people for a year. Like, I know I can trust them. Like, they've stuck around. They like, haven't tried to, like, manipulate me or anything like that. Like, it takes me a while to, like, realize, oh, this person's on my side. And, like, so that's my big flaw. Like, that's one of my flaws. And, like, I know I gotta, like, stop letting that control me so much. give all these guys carrots because they're so hungry. They're hungry little boys. But yeah, in life, if you gotta do your best to overcome your weaknesses. Or like, you can have weaknesses. I'm not saying you can't have weaknesses. Like, everybody has a weakness. It's how we let our weaknesses like control us. It's like, the best way I can explain it is my fear of spiders. My fear of spiders gets worse depending on how stressed out I am. I can deal with them when I'm calm and collected and stuff, but the moment I'm like, if I'm at like a 1 or 2 stress level, which is rare, like spiders don't bother me at all, I'm generally at like a 3 or 4 for stress, like constantly worrying and stuff, and like at my normal like stress level, like spiders, I'd rather them just stay away from me. Like I make this mental agreement with the spiders, like, you don't touch me, you don't come near me, we're good, we have no problem, I don't care about you, and I can like sleep with one in my room. Bump that up to a 6 or 7, and I'm gonna have a harder time falling asleep at night if there's a spider in my room. And then bump that up to a 9 or a 10, and I can't even handle like squishing them. To like, I will not be able to sleep. I won't. Literally, I've almost slept on the couch multiple times because I couldn't handle a spider because of my stress. And like, there are ways that I've found to calm myself down so then I can deal with spiders. And like, it's just finding that trick to chill yourself out. Like, in real life, if I'm removing myself or isolating myself, it means I'm trying to manage my anxiety. But ironically, it makes it worse. Because I'm a freaking extrovert, or as I like to say, an introverted extrovert. I have grown up believing I'm an introvert and believing that I need to isolate myself in order to make myself not feel panicked or stressed out and that people exhaust me, when in fact I need to be around people or else I get so emotionally exhausted that I get depressed. Like, it's really bad if I'm like the pandemic was the worst. I just sat in my room so often and I was just like, this sucks. I am like going crazy. And I like wanted to go and see all my friends and hug them and hang out with them and stuff, but I couldn't. Like, I couldn't see my boyfriend for like 3 months because we were like social distancing, because we were like, we both worked in food service, and we were like, yeah, no, it's probably better if we don't see each other right now, or like don't see each other in person. So I functioningly had a long distance relationship with my boyfriend for the first 3 to 4 months of COVID, which wasn't fun. I missed him immensely, and it made my social anxiety and just general anxiety that I have like thousands of times worse. And I was doing really good. Like, I was finally like getting my shit together, and the pandemic hit. It was like a fucking brick wall smashing me in the face. It's like, nope, life is not gonna let you take those lemons. Life is giving you a goddamn brick wall that has barbed wire on top and snipers that will kill you if you try to climb the wall. Yeah, no, that's what it felt like Now I'm rambling, and I don't even remember why. God dang it. I'm going to talk about more positive stuff, because the energy, I'm going to quote one of the Elroy brothers from Mabamba, My Brother, and Me. I don't like the environment we've made in the studio today. I've been made uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with the energy we've brought into the studio today. Whatever that quote was from their show. I think they're funny. They're cool dudes. But yeah. The chunk is sleeping on my bed, and that's adorable. It's very cute. I am so sorry y'all can't see this. And yeah. I better run down and I forgot I was trying to go to the moss blanket. They doing the dance. Look at them dancing. Dance, 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 dance. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Give me your secrets. Yes, the brine. Thank you. Oh wait, I don't want to hit that. I should hit that button. I should hit. Only give me the jellies, please. Thank you. Asa. Woot a woot. Oh my god, that accent that I just did. Okay, I don't know if anybody else here watched Sky Does Minecraft back in the day before all of the drama with him went down. And but he had this, I forget what it was called, but he had like this escape prison series or whatever where it would they'd get brainwashed or whatever when they were inside the building instead of thinking that they were like German techno dancers or something like that. And they'd talk in like this really effeminate, like Germany like voice, and it was absolutely hilarious to watch. And then they'd break out of the prison because for some reason they'd still get out, and they'd be like, what the hell just happened? Why was I talking like that? Why am I in these clothes? And then the next episode would be like, how the hell did we get back here? How the hell did I get back in the prison? Why am I in these clothes again? I need to get out of here. And it was for small child me, that was the funniest of shiz. And yeah, I miss like good quality old like Sky Does Minecraft videos. Like I'm loving the new wave of like Minecraft being revived and all that jazz. It makes me so happy because I also really love that game, and if my computer could handle it, we would have been playing that tonight instead of this. But my computer cannot handle streaming and playing Minecraft at the same time. I tried to stream the Technoblade versus whatever that weird dictator dude was on Hypixel Skyblocks. Let's just say the stream lagged out so bad, and I wanted to scream. It made me so angry. Because we were all put into the same lobby, and my computer could not handle it. It made me so sad. I need to go to the moss blanket. Gotta go to the moss blanket. Will not forget to go to the moss blanket. We're going there now, homies. But yeah, it was the new wave of like the Minecrafters. Love them. They're all very funny, all very unique, all very chill. But I miss some of the older guys, like some of the shit that they were doing back in the day. That shit was fun. And I know they've tried to, like, some of the new Minecrafters like in the new wave of like the revival of Minecraft. They've whatchamacallit, they've tried to bring like the older guys back in and be like, yeah, let's hang out and blah blah blah. Plus, like, it just doesn't have the same pizzazz, it feels like sometimes. It's probably just also just I've gotten older, and so like my sense of humor in jazz has changed. Look at the chickens over there. But yeah, cause like I know as I've gotten older, like my sense of humor has changed. Like when I was younger, I used to love PewDiePie. PewDiePie was like fucking awesome to me. And then I got to an age, and it was like way before. I'm gonna sound so like freaking hipster and all that jazz, but I don't give a fudge. But like way before like all his controversy or whatever, I kind of like got bored of him and his content, and I was like, I'm not really into his stuff anymore. I guess it's just because I've matured and I like stopped watching his videos and stuff like on my own, because like it wasn't the type of humor I was into anymore, and like it just wasn't for me. So I just stopped watching. I've got all philosophical again. God dang it! I was trying to talk about the funny Minecraft. But yeah, funny Minecraft. I hear that's the tar music. Why are you tar bitches? It's gotten quiet. Okay, the tar music has subsided. Okay, we should be okie dokie artichoke now. Because tars are evil and I hate them. One got stuck up there. That's hilarious. Woo! We gaming. We're just gonna walk, look at the pretty stars. I love how like sequency it is. Oh, the little firefly effects. Oh, you know, that's what I'm really excited about is in the Wilds update for next year. I cannot wait for fireflies. That's gonna be so cute. They're like 2 freaking pixels, but they are gosh darn adorable. Like, I am in love with the fireflies. They're so freaking cute. Cannot wait for the frogs. I'm utterly terrified of the warden. You will not be catching me down there. But I know I'll have to be brave and figure it out at some point. So, yeah. Or whatchamacallit. Yeah, I can't wait for the update. Also, one thing that I'm kind of curious about, whatever happened to the architecture or whatever? Like, the dig sites, whatever happened to those? Like, we didn't hear anything about that in Minecraft Live. Are they scrapping it? Or are they saving that for the wilds? Like, what's going on with that? Do you guys know? Because I'd love to know. Like, does anybody honestly know? I need 3 more hex cones, okay? I'm gonna manage these guys. Okay, they can keep going for a bit. Woo! But yeah, I'm so excited for that update. And it comes out either in November at some point or December. And I'm pumped. I cannot wait for Minecraft update. And like I said, I can't wait for the Animal Crossing update. Mouth, go munch. Sorry, I always get distracted by the Munchy Boy face on the barn. It's so cute, and I love it. But back to what I was saying. I will fix my Elgato, and I will be streaming that Friday. The update. Like, I also got the Happy Home. I pre-ordered the Happy Home island, like, vacation designer thing. So, we will be doing that as well. We will be switching between Pokemon and Animal Crossing for the next while, because, like, I'm pumped. I'm so freaking excited. Like, Animal Crossing helped me survive the pandemic. Emotionally. And I'm going to say this to make all the Animal Crossing fans jealous. Bob was one of my original villagers, because all the villagers I have, I was dumb and didn't realize. I've also said this 1,000 times before. Didn't realize, oh hey, you can, like, change your villagers once you get them. Like, I knew you could, like, switch them out and stuff, but I didn't understand that you didn't have to say yes to the first villagers you got. So I kind of just accepted every single villager I got at first. So, like, I have Patty, I have Leopold, I have Gladys, Flora, Sally, Nox, Rod and Shari were my starters. And yeah, I don't remember if that's 10 or not, but you guys are hungry munchers. Woo! Holy shit, that jumped up really fast. Oh yeah, but a little bit of spoilers. I found this cool like bathroom sink thing. Oh, fudge! You're hungry. The babies are hungry. Migas, Miga, ah! We must get them foods. Get the babies food. Where are they? Mangoes, come to me. We shall feed the babies. Because they're all crowding on that side. Eat, eat, eat. Munch, munch, munch. Little sirs. But yeah, I found this like bathroom sink like set thing today for my bathroom, for my like house's bathroom in Animal Crossing, and it's super cute and it's perfect. And I was like, I've been looking for something like this. Oh my god, did not know they had this in the game. So I'm very excited to say that I have that now. Oh, excuse me. Like I previously went and ran and got the spicy water, aka seltzer. So now I am rather burpy. I just got stuck because I hit shift instead of the right or left arrow things. But yeah. Also, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of feeling a little out of it tonight. Like, just tired and, like, it's cold. So the cold has been, like, kind of affecting my energy levels, too. Like, on top of me just being a tired human being. So, I'm probably gonna end tonight at, like, 9 o'clock. Because I do also kind of want to get some extra sleep so then I can figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. Like, and get up early. Because I'm probably going to be carving pumpkins tomorrow. I should have done this. Should have carved them a while ago. Like, I love saying I love Halloween, but last 2 years I have not had as much Halloween spirit as I have in the past. Which is makes me really sad because, like, growing up, Halloween was the one holiday where I had control. And I mean, like, I got to pick my costume. I got to pretend to I wasn't Bella. I was 1 year Kim Possible. 1 year a clown mime zombie. That was the first year I ever made my own costume. And no one knew what I was. So then I learned how to theme my costumes better. And so I'll probably just wear like Halloween makeup and text some friends and be like, hey, you want to do Halloween shit tonight? Yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the Hallows Eve. I'm gonna do some cool demon makeup, I think. Put some plastic horns on my face. Or you know what? You know what I think I'm actually gonna do this year? Because I actually made my own Plague Doctor mask. I might as well just do Plague Doctor stuff. Be a Plague Doctor, because why the hell not? You know? I made the mask. I might as well use it once or something. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm finishing that costume. Because I only have a mask and I don't have anything else for it. But I hundo percento could finish the costume. So this is the plan. And for those of you who are watching, go follow me on Twitter. At if you want though. At Let's Play Games B, because it wouldn't let me put the full name because Twitter's dumb in that way. Go follow me there, and I will post a photo of my full costume. And best part, won't reveal my face. Like, I'll say this, guys. I'm not against showing my face online. Like, I don't care. Like, I have done it before. And so, like, if people really looked really hard, like, y'all could figure out y'all could probably find a photo of me somewhere. Doesn't matter to me. I just don't want to, like, actively advertise what I look like to the world. So, like, you won't get a face reveal. But you'll get cool art stuff reveal that I do. And yeah. And I'll explain the mask the thing to you. So the Plague Doctor mask, I actually found the pattern online. I was doing like a Google search, found it. It was like a free pattern. And so I took it and I found some stiff felt because apparently that was a thing, and I had ordered it by accident for a project I was doing because I needed like a bunch of black felt, and I ordered the wrong stuff, not because I forgot to read the description better, and it came and I was like, this is not the right felt. It was like stiff, like someone, like, you know, in movies where like they have the bit where it's like they put too much of something to starch their shirts or whatever, and it turns into a brick or something like that after they've ironed it. It's kind of stiff like that. It's still, you can still kind of bend it, but like so it was perfect for this. And I made this mask and did like cross stitch it. Like I stitched it together using black thread, and then I used white thread in cross patterns to make it look like the white thread was holding the mask together. And then I put mesh. I sewed mesh over the eyes. Yeah, it came out looking really good. Actually, there's part of it that I might want to change though, because I just realized like they have the little circular goggly things on them, and it doesn't really look like it. It just looks like a bird mask kind of. I will be the Dr. Bird. I will be the Plague Doctor SCP. SCP whatever. I don't remember the name of it right now. I should know it, but I don't remember it right now. But it's the one that's like, the pestilence, I must kill it, and it turns people into monsters and jazz like that. Do you see what I see? Look at the honey ports over there. Holy mackerel! I did not clean these out very well. I'm gonna sell these actually. And then go check on the Dervish slimes, because I almost forgot about those. Are you little gremlin singing, or are you gremlin singing? I can't remember which sing. Alrighty, here we go. also, I'm not gonna lie, because my phone keeps buzzing, because I posted some pictures of Mr. Pork on Twitter earlier of my cat. And I will say, if I were more popular on like streaming and stuff, my cat would be more popular than Jay Schlatt's cat. All the YouTuber cats would be jealous of my cat. Because Mr. Pork is the goddamn best cat. Jambo has diddly squat on my cat. And y'all can tell Jay Schlatt that. Like, don't give a fudge. If I'm saying this like Jay Schlatt's ever gonna see this clip or anything like it, and if he does, I'd be freaking surprised. Like us New Englanders, like I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, no, Jay Schlatt, if you ever freaking see this clip, like my Jambo is a tiny baby. He's tiny compared to the chunk of a cat that I have. Your cat would not. Jambo does not has no competition with Mr. Pork. So yeah, this is an unofficial official challenge. Take that. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to be a streamer. I'm just need me to be a bitch. Take that and that and that and that and that. Chill your beans. Your gremlins. Take them. Oh, you little shits. With your damage making, with your ability to make crystals that hurt me. G-bum. Give me carrot. Hiya. That just bounced off that one's forehead. Give me. But yeah, I know. Mr. Pork is just a great kitty. He's a good cat. He's a good boy. He's a sleepy boy. He's very much not so asleep. He just responded to me talking about him. Mr. Pork, honey, what are you doing? You enjoying the warmth of the blanket on my bed? You little dapper sir. The tiny dapper man. So the plan I'm going to make now is we're going to go over here and eat these into the thingy. We're then going to go check on the dervish slimes really fast. And then we're going to go check on the apiary pump things at the boss blanket and go and bring those back so then we can make that warp pad finally. Oh. Nope. Do not grab the mint mangoes. You can do that when you come back. Task time. Time to focus on the task that I've set up. The task list I've set up for myself. And we'll unlock the little extra areas later. Like, I don't feel like doing that right now. So, checking on the dervish slimes. Gonna feed them. Run. I'm out of energy. God dang it. You give me the plorts. Take it. Go back. Swim away. Take the fruit. You little shitheads. I actually really love cute berries. I might try and make like a sewing pattern of it. Oh, and you know, there's this one like pattern and sewing making like YouTuber slash like DeviantArt person who I follow, who I haven't like seen her stuff in a while. So I want to check that again. But she makes really cool stuff. Like I've used a couple of her designs to make myself like plushies and stuff before. Like I've made what should I call it? I've made the Minecraft axolotl with little help from her, like just kind of seeing like how I should put it together, like sewing wise. Some Among Us, little mini Among Us plushies. I made like a medium sized one for my younger sibling for their Halloween costume, because what they did was they did like an actual like space suit kind of theme thing for their costume, and then they wanted a tiny like Among Us character thing. So that's actually how I found out about this like YouTuber person. I can't remember her name. That's why I'm not saying it right now. But yeah, I meant to put those in the thing. But that's okay. And I need to go to the moss blanket. That's where we're going. But this YouTuber, I checked out a bunch of her other stuff, and she has a bunch of like cool patterns and stuff that she's made that are really well like made too. Like everything sews together really nicely. Everything like you don't have to adjust for stuff. And then she makes a video about almost each and every one of them, like how to assemble them and stuff, which is great, and I love it, and it's phenomenal. And 10 out of 10, like whenever I can remember her name, I will like tell you guys, but I'm really blanking hard on it tonight. It's Witchery Craft, or Witchy Craft, or Witchcraft. I think it's Witchery Craft. Witchcraft Craftery. Something that it has witch and craft in it. I know that much. And her little like icon was a pumpkin, but I think she changed it. But I love it. It was like a little pumpkin with a little witch hat. And her stuff's great. Like phenomenal. Not gonna lie though, part of if you find who I'm talking about and you like sew and you want to make like a Minecraft axolotl, the tail part I found to be a bit confusing. Like some of if you guys find it, you'll understand what I mean if you also know how to sew and things. But it was just really confusing and stuff. How the tail was put together. I did not get any comb from that. What bullshit. But yeah. Okay, so no more charge on my watch. Sorry, I just like hardcore hyper focused on that. But yeah, it's a little bit confusing. Some of the stuff I do differently, which I did do, like I took I adjusted part of the tail pattern to it for my needs. and it came out looking a lot cuter. Well, not a lot cuter, but like the pattern made more sense to my brain. That's the best way I can explain it. But yeah. Running across the bridge, get away, phosphorus slimes, bitches. But yeah, we have about 20 more minutes, guys, and then I am gonna get off for the night. Like, I'm feeling it. I'm losing energy to do this, and you guys deserve more entertaining stuff than me just mumbling and and yeah. Some like I got low energy today. Like I'm whipped. Ugh. The little guys are so cute. Hmm. Oh wait, I want to make more fabricators. Oops, daisy. They're not fabricators, but apiary pumps to throw in the moss blanket. Made a bunch of pumps. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Oh, I hope you guys still did enjoy the stream tonight. Like, I hope it wasn't too much of a bummer. I know normally I play Pokemon and that's really fun and we run around doing that. And sorry once again that like I couldn't get my streaming stuff to work. Like it's just I'm sad that we didn't get to play Pokemon and Animal Crossing tonight. Like that would have been so much fun. And but Slime Rancher's good too. It's always good and cute and helps me stay positive. I was running over here so that I could throw down some pumps. Some of the little pump, the blue guys. And some of the red boys. Because I don't have any anywhere else, I don't think. Yeah. And then we'll put one drill over here. And for some reason it makes me look up whenever I do that. Fill my thing back up with water. Also look, it's a little face. Also, these lily pads are just freaking adorable. Look at them. Look at them. I remember when the ponds weren't shaped like this too. Like I've had this game that long. Like there wasn't this. It was like a square and it was like more techie looking. Like it wasn't this natural. Like this natural look, which I'm loving. I wanted to go and buy something from in here. That's 9,000. I think then I want to buy the next like drill set or whatever. So I think I have to go buy that, or I unlock it or something. I don't remember how I unlock it though. Oh yeah, I gotta buy them. I forgot you have to buy so much of these thingies. Timbel. Definitely a good thing to have. I bought the hydro chart. Do I have a hydro chart made? That's the thing. I have 0 hydro because I thought I had boom and puddles, but I guess not. And it takes deep brine and spiral streams, and we need to save the deep brine for this tech. So what I'm gonna do is buy the teleporter. And I can't remember if the butterscotch, I think the butterscotch one's gold port, so I'm not gonna buy that one yet. There we go. And I'm gonna collect these. And like I said, I think I said this already, but honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering tonight. Like, my memory's real bad tonight, guys. I'm sorry about it. But I hope y'all are having fun watching the stream and have had fun, even though it wasn't exactly what I had planned for tonight. Like, I will have this fixed for next time. Like we will be able to play the games that I say that we're gonna play. And hopefully it's just a matter of me taking some stuff off my computer and updating it. I just really hope that that's all it is, and it's not like the wires have changed or something, or Elgato decided to pull an Apple and send out like a virus that made it so your products didn't work anymore or something like that. Because Apple actually does that. It makes it so your battery life goes to shit. And it's infuriating when that happens. And like, part of me kind of wants to switch over to Android because of it, but then I lose all my Apple stuff, my cool Apple stuff. Like, did you know? Like, I told my teacher about this the other day because he did not know about this. Like, you can copy something from your phone, and if you have it hooked up to like a MacBook or something, you can paste the thing that you copied on your phone on your computer. It's awesome. It's like my favorite feature for the iPhone of all freaking time. And I use it so often, especially when I'm trying to figure out like I forget my passwords constantly. And if I don't have them saved somewhere, like, I'm not going to remember them. And I'm going to have to reset them like, next time I try to log in. And I'm not, and it forgets that I'm, like, logged in. So, yeah. What was I saying? God damn it, lost track of thought. But, But yeah. Brain, why did I just forget what I was talking about? I know I was talking about passwords and stuff, but beyond that, I am forgetting. Sorry. Um, the computer thing, and how it's related to me not wanting Apple products anymore. But yeah, the copy and paste thing is really cool, and you can do it like vice versa too. So like copy something on your computer, you can paste it on your phone, and it helps me with password stuff so frequently. Like it makes it so easy for me. I don't know why I came out here. I need to go up over there. Mint mangoes up over here. Yes, there are. You gotta feed those boys because one of them's hungry and might cause havoc. Because those boys explode. They go boom. And I need the boom plorts, so I'm gonna vacuum these boys up. More boom boys for the thing. Huzzah! More of the booms, the explosion plorts. And then the other one's the water ones. So I'm gonna have to. So all these boom plorts are going in here, and then I'm selling the rest of them because I need money to buy more ducks. And you'll understand why I need to buy more ducks in a moment. And you'll understand that there are ducks in this game. To a certain extent. I'll just turn off that home thing because it's. I can see how it's kind of visually annoying on the screen. Okay, so now we gotta buy more ducks. So you're gonna come to this machine. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Da 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 da. You can't just suck these guys up, unfortunately. And I'm just going to stick one in here for now, because that's the best place for him. And we put the other ones, I'm actually going to probably put 4 in there. So I'll just come back and buy one more after I put the 2 that I've already bought in the pond over here. Also will make me have to check the dervish slimes, which is a good thing. Also, Red Falcon, I don't know if you're still here, but I'd also like to thank you again for like trying to help me out earlier with the with this shit that went on with my stream. Like, I really appreciate that, dude. That definitely very much was very, very helpful for me. Even though, like, I wasn't able to fix the problem, I 1,000% appreciate that you tried to help me. Like, that was fantastic. Yeah. 4 ducks in there, they should be good. They should all stop blushing at that point. Hopefully. Because that's kind of how these mechanics work. A little bit. I'm actually going to buy one now. Beeper bought any of the ones wearing the little galactic things nearby. I love that. So far tonight, this stream's been very, very good. Very, very cute. Very, very fun. And I've had a wonderful night with y'all. There's another duck. For me, with the ducks, I like to have one for every 3, like, slime I have in there. Like, water slime that gets blushy and then won't plort. I just use plort as a verb. But yeah. Where's the duck? There's the duck. Come forth, ducky boy. Join me. And together we'll do something. I don't know what it is, but we shall do something. Mr. Duck. But yeah. It's a minute away from being 9 o'clock. So I think what we'll do is we will make that hydro pump. And then I'm going to call it quits. Because I'm tired. And wait. Oh, the lighting affects it when it's in see-through mode. I love that. Take the ducks. You 3, stop blushing. You're near ducks. You're all near the ducks. Why? Okay, we're gonna vacuum you fellers up for a second. Maybe it'll reset you a bit. So there's 2 of you now. Oh no, you're stuck and you will die there. Okay. No, stop blushing. You're near ducks. Literally, I have way more on like some other thing. Did they update? Also, Slime Rancher 2 comes out next year. And I'm freaking pumped for that. Like, we will be playing that next year when it comes out. Not gonna lie, we will be playing that. Abso-freaking-lutely, we will be playing that. There's no man, woman, or child or amount of money that will stop me from playing that game. I do not give a fudge. I will play it. I want to pre-order it, like, right freaking now. But, there's no way to pre-order it, sadly. But yeah. So we're gonna make that hydro pump. Hydro turret, I guess, not pump. There we go, we made one. Woo! Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position myself here like this, so I remember next time if we have to play this again. Like, I'm not saying next time because I will have the capture fixed, but if we ever have to play this again, this is so I will remember what we were doing, because we were aiming to get that portal thing. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Thank you for... Oh, I did not hit escape on the game. There we go. I just want to say thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you to the person who I saw followed this stream because we were on 22 people following me at the beginning, and now we have a 23rd person following, which is fantastic, and I'm so happy that you followed. Thank you so much. So one step closer to getting to 50 followers, and one step closer to me having to play a horror game, which I need to remember how to change the goal title thing. Actually, can I do that? Can I do that here? Because if I can change it... No? It won't let me edit that? Enable custom code. I'm gonna hit cancel. No. It just disappeared on me. Properties. Disable that. Done. I'm gonna have to figure that out next, that's another thing I'll figure out, is I'll change it so then we know what the goal is. Alright. But once again, thank you so much to everybody who came and watched, and those who follow me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. So Friday and Saturday I will be streaming, because Friday is the Animal Crossing update day. So I might have to stream earlier in the afternoon on that day. But I probably will start streaming at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday will be normal time as well. So I'll see you guys at the end of the week.